The thing is, they are alive. You are alive when they begin to eat you. What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the Halloween edition of the DJ Shit Show. I'm your host, Alan Grant from Jurassic Park. In case you don't know, here I have a side by side here. Check this out. Hang on, shit. All right, here we go. Come on, how's that? Come on, look at that. How good is that? All right? Look at that. Huh? All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me on the clever girl. Well, that was the that would be going as
I forgot his name.
it's not Denario, that's the lawyer. All right, Jamie, get on that. What was the hunter's name? Oh fuck, I know what it is, but I can't remember it. I can't. Here's the problem. Here's why I didn't. I did actually right before I jumped on. I went all the way down to a 1. The problem is if I shave Muldoon. Yeah, that's it. If I shave the beard, 1, I look 12. 2, I have no chin. I become instantly chinless, and I can't have it. It bothers me. It takes about a couple days to get it back, but this is as good as it's gonna get. All right. Although I will say with this hat, I look a little bit like some sort of fucking dungaroo. I don't know, like a crocodile hunter. Hey, well done. I can't. Yeah, that's right. Can't do it. I mean, here's the other problem. I have weddings on Friday and Saturday, and I can't go barefaced. Amy's never seen me barefaced.
Nope. Can confirm.
It's the mystery. When I die, you'll be able to shave my face. You'll see what's underneath all the hair. You'll get to see what's underneath it. What are you guys going as? Let me know in the chat. Yes, I will be Grant, and she's going to be a velociraptor. I will finally live out the fantasy. I can't shave the no. It's just the way. Look, see, I can't. This is as close as I can get. Now the closest I ever got was Woody from Toy Story. There's a snake in my boot. Close I got. I did rock a mustache, a straight mustache for a while, because I was in a play, and so I tried to look like I was like an inspector. So I tried to look like Clouseau. That was the best thing I could do. But we're going Halloween tomorrow. Unfortunately, the weather is shit. It looks terrible. It's gonna be cold and rainy. I feel bad for these kids, right? You guys in the Midwest or whatever. You East Coast and West Coast and North and South people. Well, South people, you don't know what it's like to have to put on a costume and a fucking coat or wear an umbrella. It's not as fun. Blippi, that's a fun idea. No, I can't. I won't do it. I can't. I won't. Oh, you got a Beetlejuice costume? Rad. I almost went all. There's some really you could go the expensive route. This actually wasn't too cheap. You know, I have the boots and everything too, but I think all in all it was around around $100 for the costume to make that.
For somebody to think you're Woody.
It's Amy says it's too much for you not even to get it right. What are the kids going as this year? All right, so my son is going. What's it called? What? Enderman
from Minecraft.
Enderman from Minecraft. I don't know what that is, but he showed it to me and he was like, "It's like one of those blow up ones, but the legs are too long, and so I don't know how he's gonna be walking. He's got no arm. We didn't think this through. He has no hands. He has no hands. How is he gonna go up and get candy?" The whole hand is covered. It's just a pillar. He's a pillar, right? And then it's completely covered. Do you have a picture of him in it? Maybe you could send it to me. We can put it up.
I gotta send this to you first.
Amy was supposed to be a dinosaur. She was going to be like legitimately, and then Amazon fucked it up. They sent us This is the first time this has ever happened where they sent us the wrong thing. By the way, everything I got came in nice and smooth and clean. All right, I'm just saying. Her costume did not come in. It didn't come in. And so we're scrambling right now. It's the day before. She's got nothing. Nothing. We got an old sheep costume. I think you're going as a sheep again.
It's not.
It's not that, but hang on. I have to do that in order. I don't see it. Why didn't it come to me?
Didn't it?
It should have went to my downloads. I don't know. Do not see it. Send it again. What the hell?
I lost it.
You're so fired. The whole point is to do this, and you're failing. All right, you got your kid dressed up as Deadpool, bitching. That is cool. I saw somebody on Facebook put, who was it? Somebody had themselves DJing in the Deadpool suit, and it looked awesome. It looked awesome. No, stop. No, they did not. Not your 8-year-old. What is happening? We got to get these kids off the internet. We got to get these kids off the internet. All right, hit the like button so far if you guys like my costume. I don't know how many people are here. Should be more than that. There's 40 people. Let's go. 7 likes is unacceptable for a Wednesday stream when I could be doing other fucking things. All right, accept. Save to downloads. I've never had to do that before. There we go. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes.
That's the Enderman.
All right, so let me show you this. This will be my kid's costume. Well, not that again, but I have to do that in order to do this. And downloads, nothing. Where the fuck is it? Honey, what the hell? Why can't you send me this goddamn picture?
I don't know.
All right, fuck it. It's not happening. Look it up. Just Google it. All right. Couple things I want to talk about. First of all, I want to give some shout outs to all the new members that joined last week. Thank you so much. You guys, that was special. That was a special moment. A lot of people. I got almost 50 members right now. And I tell you what, that's a nice way to support the channel. So go ahead, hit that membership. I'm going to, I did, okay, so somebody was saying about how I didn't make a custom song. I did, but it didn't fit. So I'm saving that one for next week. But I did write one. It's just, I literally down to the second. I was like, oh, that's not going to fit. So I'm saving it for next week. But if you are members, I did drop 2 of the songs, and I'm going to drop 2 more today. 2 more of the songs will drop into a members-only playlist of all the songs you get here at the DJ Shit Show. There we go. The likes are starting to pile in. That's better. That's a lot better. Saw a kid as a Walmart employee. Oh, that went easy. I'm not for money. Shave the mustache for money. Listen, Drew, I'm not your whore. All right? As much as I do whore myself out, and I do, I don't even know what the price of that would be. I don't even know what the price. What would I do to go full shaved? I don't know. No, I can't go chinless this weekend. People will be like, "No, fuck is this guy?" I can't do it. You went as a whoopee cushion. Wait. What did he? I tried to talk my son into being a skibbity toilet. Instead, he went as a whoopee cushion. That's great. My 15-year-old is going as Chucky from. Okay, from Rugrats. Love it. Yeah, let's like Aaron. Yeah, it's true. What was it? We went to breakfast. We went to breakfast on Monday or Tuesday. What day was it? What day's today? Wednesday. We went to breakfast. Yeah, spent that. That's only once a month though. All right, spent the membership fee on a nice little breakfast. All right. I'm gonna show you guys this video that I made, and I think I have it here, and it's I should. Where is this video I made? It's not that. Here we go. This is based on a true story. No way. I'm never doing the neck beard. I don't live in my parents' basement. This video. I got this idea. It was based on a true story, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it after I show it to you. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've already seen this, but here's a recent video I made. Obviously things didn't go as I was hoping tonight, but I think overall we had a pretty positive experience. I'll take some questions. Yeah.
Aaron,
Yeah.
can you explain why a Viagra ad was playing during the bride's walk down song?
Yeah, well, so she did send me a customized song, and I just didn't test it out or play it beforehand. So, look, this is a position of improvising. So I went on YouTube and found a similar song, and it's unfortunate I don't have YouTube Premium, and the ad was unskippable. Yeah. Who the hell took a piece of cake before the bride and the groom? Well, that was just a misunderstanding between me and everybody. I thought the cake situation was a first come, first serve. So I just, I got in there first.
How was it?
It was good. A little too sweet for my taste. Don? Well, we're just kind of wondering how you ended up with the bouquet. Well, I mean, honestly, it was just after I did the countdown for the bouquet toss, I just got there first. So, I mean, that's how it works, right? So it's mine. I gotta go, guys. It's my wife's birthday, and she's expecting flowers. I'll see ya. All right, yeah, it was a little quiet. It was a little quiet. You gotta go on Instagram to get the whole I know. Sorry about that. It was a little quiet, but that is what it is. $50. $50. They want me to shave for $50.
No.
I probably have no, that's not enough. Let me explain something to you guys. Okay. Let me explain something to you. All right. Without bragging, I just want to let you know that $50. I don't give a fuck about $50. All right. So I got tipped that the other night. I got a $50 tip. I almost threw it out the window. What the fuck am I gonna do with $50 in this economy? All right. You know what that bought me? A bottle of water. $50. $50 is the new 10. All right. Get the hell out of here with $50. Can't do nothing with that. All right. So that video, a local company here in town had this exact situation happen where the DJ, so like 8 reviews came in at once, just bam, 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 bam. And the reason why I found it is I like to snoop sometimes. I snoop on local companies and I read their reviews. I read the good ones, but it's more fun to read the bad ones. And this one came in hot. Hot did this come in. And it was literally like 8 people in a row telling the same exact story of the bride wanting to come down the aisle, and she had this customized song made, and the DJ couldn't play it. So we went on YouTube to find something similar, but he had the ads. And so in the middle of the ceremony, she's been waiting, by the way, she's waiting like 2-3 minutes while he's scrambling, trying to figure this out. So she's in the back. Her dad's holding her. They're all wondering what's going on. The planner runs over. What's happening? And he goes, I can't find it. I'm going to go on YouTube. And so he goes on YouTube and he searches a song similar and he hits play. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? Through the speakers, the YouTube ad plays. And the crowd, I mean, honestly, if I was a guest, I would be dying. Not for her. I mean, I'd feel bad because she said in her review, she's like crying, walking down the aisle, like, oh my God, I'm walking down to a Viagra ad. Jesus, right. So that's what she came down the aisle to with her dad. Slammed, absolutely slammed for this mishap. And there's no excuse. There's no excuse. I think there's 2 people to blame for this. One, this is a big company, one of those companies that send out like 40 DJs a weekend, And so I blame the person that prepared it because they're supposed to have like a team of people that put all this thing together. Yeah, but I think mostly to blame is the DJ because if you're not, and here's the thing, a lot of these guys are picking everything up the day of, right? You're picking up the gear, you're getting the music, and I don't get that because during the week, like today, after I'm done doing the show, I spend the rest of the day putting my crates together for the weekend, listening to all the songs. And by the way, why you should do that also is I had a bride send me that new Post Malone song, like the new daddy-daughter dance song that's going around. I can't remember what it's called, but she sent it to me through a YouTube link. And I grabbed it. And then as I was, getting ready to head out, I always go through all the music again the day of. And I was like, I should listen to this just in case, right? Because it's brand new. What's this about? And I was listening to it, and the version she sent me just had the chorus looping over and over again. I'm like, oh, that can't be right. And it wasn't. It was some weird edit that somebody put out there. And so I went and grabbed the real one, right? So that could have been a disaster. But not having the right song for the bride to walk down the aisle, I just don't. What the fuck is going on here in the chat? Everyone's trying to get me to shave my goddamn mustache for money. Listen, people, it's not happening. What are we at, 100? No.
I say yes.
You say yes to $100?
Wait, all you're doing, you're just shaving the.
They want me to shave my mustache and leave the rest. I'll look like a fucking hillbilly.
Okay, no. But then they're saying shave all of it.
Shaving all of no. Listen, I'm too vain. There's no price on my vanity.
Just do it on a Monday and then have it by the weekend.
I can't do it. I can't. I won't. No, it wasn't complete. It was. I don't give a fuck. This isn't. Is this liable? Is this liable if I say it online?
What?
It's not liable if I say it. If I say the company name that this happened to, there's no sort of. Am I protect?
No, because it's true.
It's a true story. It is a true story. Midwest DJ Live. It's Midwest. That's who it was. That's what it was. So it is what it is, right? I mean, that's who it was.
It's true.
But imagine like 8 of those coming in at the same time. And what's up, Matthew? What's going on? He sent me. Oh my God, he sent me what I would look like. Oh Jesus, I have to hold on. I gotta show these. These are fucking hysterical. Bro. All right, give me a second, everybody. I gotta get these. I gotta show these to you because they're goddamn hilarious. All right, so let's grab that one and we'll put that one. So that's a full shave. He gave me a mustache and a shave. Oh fuck, where's the other one? Here we go. Here's a mustache and a shave. All right, now I should be able to get these on. Okay, we'll go back to the Grant one. It should be able to change it. All right, here's a little preview. Here's what I would look like, and it's pretty accurate. I think it's accurate. What I would look like, with so nothing is. I don't understand. Like nothing is showing up here when I'm doing this. What in the hell is going on?
Go to recents.
Just group items, none. Just show it. Oh look, it's like nothing is showing up through this app. I think that
Oh, you'd have to restart it a bit.
What if I can just drag it?
Just show it on your phone. Just hold it up to the camera.
Wait, I think that worked. Did that work? See if that works. I'm just throwing it in there.
Let me see.
So here's the mustache one.
I got 20 seconds behind you though.
Yeah. Here's the mustache one. It should work.
That was not too bad. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it showed up.
It showed up. Okay. So here's the mustache one. All right. And then here's the bare-faced one. This is me. There we go. That's probably what I would look like. There you go.
I texted you a picture of what you'd look like.
Oh.
Because you did this.
Yeah. Oh, you texted it to me?
Look at the picture I sent you.
Okay. Oh yeah, here's the play. Here's the picture of me when I was in the play. I don't know how entertaining any of this is, but there it is. That's me, the bare face. So there you go. You got your $50 worth right there. Now we don't have to do a shave, stash for cash. Oh man, yeah. There's oh yeah, Google review. Plenty of Google reviews that slam that. I mean, if you go on there, it's literally, bam, 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 bam. I don't want to fuck this scene up, but here's the picture of me. This was me in the play. I'll go over there. Man, what year is this? 2000 and what? 2008 or 9 or 2000? No, it had to be before that. 2007, 2008.
Yeah, probably 2006.
That's the real chin. That's the real mustache.
2007.
2007. Yeah, Amy and I were both in that play. That was a lot of fun. Actually, directed that too, I would say, and rewrote most of it.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is. Ron Jerry's son. He's probably got a few of them floating around. Oh man. Add a link in the chat. Yes, that was exactly what I was going for, Nathan. I was going for a Pink Panther vibe there. Midwest DJs, I think is the name of the company. You guys can do that. At least I was a little baby. I know that was when I first met Amy, I was 120 pounds. I was a 120 pound starving musician. Just a little baby. She too, she was 18 when we got married, when I met her. Okay. Now, here's a little tip though, with the bad review and everything. Here, I'll tell you guys like my process in getting the review. One of the things for sure I do at the end of the night when I reconnect, I always connect one more time with my couple. I connect at least twice during the night. Like once the dance starts, if I haven't seen them on the dance floor for a little bit, I'll run up to them. Hey, are you guys good? You having fun? Is the vibe what you're looking for? And like 99% of the time, they've been like, yes, we're great. We're just chatting. It's all good. And then usually they'll jump on the dance floor like, oh, you know what? I need to dance. And they'll come back. So then I do the same thing at the end of the night. Hey guys, if they don't come up to me, which I would say like not 80% of the time, they come up to me after the dance is over and to give me a hug and a high five or whatever. And that's when I do like my last check. Hey, do you guys have? They're like, oh man, we had so much fun. You know, let them love you, right? That's what I need. That's bigger for me than a tip. I mean, I appreciate the tip, but I love that interaction at the end of the night. But then what I will say is this: hey, what's the plan? You guys going on honeymoon in the next few weeks or what? And they'll tell me that, and they go, all right, hey, about 2-3 weeks, you'll get an email from me just hitting you up for a Google deal. Is that all right? And you're like, oh yes, absolutely. So you sort of like plant the idea, hey, we'll be hearing from our DJ. That's one way I do it. And then that's what I do. In a couple weeks, I send them an email. Hey guys, I know some of you guys automate this, which is smart too, but I just send them an email. If I have a picture that I took during their first dance, I'll throw that in there. Hey, here's your first dance picture. Hey, if you guys think, and this is my wording, if you guys believe I went above and beyond, I would love a Google review. There's a couple of reasons why I say it that way. One, I say it that way because if they didn't think I went above and beyond, then I'm not interested in your review, all right? And keep that 3-4 star to yourself. I'm only interested in the 5. So if you didn't feel like it was a 5, then that's all right with me. Let's just move on from it. But if you did feel like it was a 5, then please go ahead. And I include the link to my Google and, try to make it nice and easy for them. And I think that's, at that point, that's it. I never ask for them again. I never ask for them to do that again. 50 people. Let's get me up to 35 likes, please. Come on. I don't like harass them for that. And, I ask once and then that's it. Am I missing potentially 5-star reviews? Fine, maybe. But I just got my 132nd, I think. So right now when I rank in the area, especially among like solo DJs, that's kind of one of the tops, I would say, in terms of reviews that have come in. So I'm getting them, right? And look, I know what it's like too. I mean, I rarely write them. So writing them is tough, but that's just my process of getting those. And then another thing that my buddy Kevin told me, and this was working for him, and I think it's great. You'll see this on my Instagram. I will screenshot the review when it comes in, and I'll just upload that as a story. And sometimes that's like a reminder to my other brides that have followed me, like, oh yeah, I need to send Aaron a review. And that's happened before. The other thing I'll do is if I see them really active on Instagram, tagging me or tagging the night or whatever, then I'll hit them up too, like, hey, I'm so glad you had fun. Hey, how about a review while you're thinking about it while you're in the mood? And that also works as well. So just a couple of tips for you guys if you want to try to build up your reviews and, the more the better. I mean, I'm getting now lots and lots of inquiries that are mentioning, hey, your Google reviews are amazing and they're recent. So if you haven't gotten one in a while, if like your last Google review is like a month or 2 ago, I would definitely try to freshen those up. Keep those at least fresh, at least once, twice a month, get a fresh one in there. And that will speak to upcoming clients like, hey, this guy's not only is he busy and active, but leaving happy clients in the wake. All right, what do you guys think of this? The Flex 2 came out. The DJ Flex 2. It's another like baby controller intro, first time DJing kind of thing, and a lot of controllers coming out, right? A lot of controllers. It's kind of hard to keep track of all these, but I know this one just came out and I watched a quick review on it. I mean, it's nothing that I would get. It's not aimed towards us. It's aimed towards. But I started thinking like, would I get this sort of thing for my son who has shown interest in DJing? Would I want him to have this, or would I want him to have like, get him an SR2 or something like an actual one? I didn't start off. Well, that's not true. I started off on the SB3. That was my first one, and that was an RCA. That was a little one. That was close to this, but at least it had some pro outs. This one only has the 1/8 inch out. So I don't know. Nothing against it. I think it's a fun little guy. I think if you're wanting to get started DJing, it's not a bad idea. It's not super expensive. I think it was like under $200. You can get it. And then with the DJ software, it gives you access to Record Box. And obviously you can get virtual DJ. And then through that, you can sign up for Tidal or whatever, and then have songs, and you can start DJing right away. I mean, that's just amazing. You don't have to go to the record store anymore and buy CDs to get going. You literally for $10 can have every song ever. You can have whatever you want. Waiting for the Flex 2 Pro. I wonder what that would be. I don't know. This is very, 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 very basic. I don't think there's any effects. It does look like there's a high pass, low pass filter, but it's not very confusing, which is not a lot of buttons. But here's the thing. I feel like if I'm learning, give me everything I need to learn, right? Give me everything I need to know, and then I'll try to figure out and learn how this thing works from that, as opposed to having like a stripped down version of it and then try to learn features on the way. I don't know. I need to stop flexing. I mean, it's kind of crazy. What was the Flex 6? And then the AZ came out. Alpha Theta's dropping a bunch. And then this one came out. You're still using the Newmark D. Really? Do you use that? You're using that to DJ, man. See, the problem I have with that, no shade on you, bro, but like, man, that's tough to DJ on. It's so little. I wouldn't be able to. I had to out of necessity because my Prime Go just flaked out on me, so I had to use it. And man, that was rough. That was rough to have that on. Any recommendations on the best record pool for Serato? Record pools. I use DMS, and I've used almost all of them. Right now, I'm just DMS and Tidal. Anything I can't get on DMS, which basically almost has everything, some stuff they don't have. But whatever I can't get on DMS, it's usually if I can't get it on a record pool, then it's some random song that usually isn't DJ'd a lot. No producer thought I need to make an intro, outro, or a hook version of this, and so I'll just go to Tidal. And honestly, guys, like, using Tidal in virtual and just downloading, having the offline mode, man, all my first dances, parent dances, Tidal. Random requests that I've never played before, Tidal. And I grab them and I download them before I go. So nothing is streamed. I stream nothing. Just don't stream. I will never stream. Unless the venue has Wi-Fi and I know it. But if I'm not familiar, if I don't know, man, just don't take that risk. So everything's downloaded to the offline mode locker and loaded into, I have, for my events, I have their name will be the crate. So the main crate will have their name and in capitals so I can reference it. Ryan and Kenzie, right? Luke and Caitlin. I think I did 20 Lukes and I think I've had 50 Hannahs this year. That's the most popular names. So Luke and Hannah, right? They're the main one. And then right underneath there, I'll have the ceremony crate. And it'll have preceding and all their songs. And under that, it'll say reception. And then that's where I put their Grand March songs. And then I have I have an instrumental version of What a Wonderful World from the Meet Joe Black soundtrack. And that is my in-between speeches song that I play. So as soon as someone's done with a speech, I mute the mic. What? That didn't sound like One of Wonderful World. That sounded like. What's that? What is that? Oh, fuck it. I don't remember. That was something. It was a City Slickers, and then under that I'll have if they have a cake cutting song, and if they have And then their first dance and parent dances. And if we have a bouquet toss, anniversary dance, I'll throw all those in. And then underneath that, I put their requests. So all their requests that they have, I put those in there. And I typically sort the requests by BPM. So I'll hit the BPM in the side list in virtual DJ. I'll have a main list and I'll have a side list. So all the requests are in the side list, sorted by BPM. So as I'm ripping through dancing, if I'm in 120s, I can go to the request list. All right, they got 3 in 120s. That's a pit bull. Cool, that'll work. Bam, slam that in there. Underneath that, I have my own ideas. It's like if they're real heavy in 80s rock, or if I see a bunch of 90s stuff, then what I'll do is I'll start throwing my own ideas in there. Like, all right, well, based on their picks, I think these songs will work. And then I throw those in that underneath crate. And that gives me a quick reference so that the night of, I don't have to use my brain too much, but I already have like, okay, and then I can try some things. You know that when you see Baby Got Back, you can easily go like, well, then it's tricky. I'm gonna play it's tricky. You know what I mean? Like, so I know those things. Or if I see Jump Around, then I know like, well, I need to get into some 90s stuff. Or if I see Chris Brown, then I know I'm in 120s, and like Forever. Or if I see Kesha, I'll see Pitbull. And then I kind of pop, and then whatever. You can kind of see those things and put those together. Mr. Brightside, all right, all the small things. Sugar, We're Going Down. Dirty Little Secret, bam. Nice little pop punk set ready to go. So that helps me with just preparing and being ready to go during the night of. And then, any request comes in, I throw those in the side list the night of. Do you have any issues with the echo effects on the Rev 5? If I stop the track while it's echoing, it always glitches and causes... no, I haven't had any issues with that. Echo out usually works okay. Once I hit the paddle up, the thing is like getting the timing right. I don't want a fast echo. I try to do it on one beat, I think, or a half beat or 1 beat echo is what I do. I'm on DMS, but I have like 1,200 downloads left. Bro, seriously, same. I have so many, especially I haven't had to download too much recently. I feel like I like have everything as of right now. I feel like I got it. So what happens on a request list from a couple, I'll first, if I don't have it, I'll go right to DMS first to see if they have it. And if they don't, then I'll go to Tidal, and if it's on DMS, I look for a couple things. I look for some kind of danceable upbeat version of it, especially if it's kind of like a chill tune. I want something anytime I can get anything in 120 through 128, I'm snagging that. If I see anything that's like a hook first, I grab that. Short edit, I definitely grab those. Almost all the music I have is either a short edit, intro, outro, hook first kind of thing. And that allows you to quick mix quick. It lets you to slam in the best parts of the song, get to the next one. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know. I haven't seen. You know what? I rarely have any Diddy songs on the playlist, at least in this area. He's not really that super popular here, and now I think we're done with Diddy. We're done with Diddy. Okay. Let's get a little bit into some Halloween. I want to talk a little Halloween with you guys, like a 5-minute little thing here. Right, keep me on track here. I'm gonna share with you guys like my top Halloween movies, and it's not DJ related, but I don't give a fuck. Let's go. I haven't broken into categories. Like the ones that I will watch every year, okay, is the Halloweens. And throw in the chat your favorite Halloween flicks. And I was gonna share like my Halloween crate, but there's nothing. I'm not inventing. There's nothing in there that's interesting. Okay, what do we got? Thriller, The Monster Mash, and then for some reason I had somebody's watching me. It's like that Stalker song. I guess that's a Halloween song. And I don't know what else, but I don't play a lot of Halloween parties. I don't know. I don't really want to do those. I've done a couple and they're not that fun. So, and even then it's like nobody's really expectation is you're playing like a Halloween song. It's still a dance party. So I don't know. There's no point to that. Yeah, Jacob, you can throw a TV show in there if you want. I guess what kind of TV show would I throw in there? I'm trying to get back into the Hannibal show, which is pretty cool. And then I know that Netflix had some of those House of, that first one they did, the House on Haunted Hill or whatever. That was a good ass show. Remember that one? We went through that one. That was like 5-6 years ago that came out. But that was pretty good. All right, so here's my list of the movies that I watch almost every year for Halloween. Number 1, this is not like ranked. I'm just telling him. The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Not the original one, but the 1980s with Kurt Russell. Oh my God, such a good movie. You got these guys stuck out in the snow. It starts off like really interesting with them hunting that wolf. And then the practical effects are amazing. And it's the thing I miss about the 80s and the 90s is practical effects. Even when I watch these movies with my daughter, who's 14 now, she really appreciates. She's like, "Oh, it was really cool, like the graphics in it, right?" And I agree. Like when everything had to be there and done and made and created and was like a robot or like, they had to sit in a room like, how are we gonna do this, right? I just think there was just so much ingenuity to it, and I think the storytelling was better, because they weren't relying on just make it CG, But The Thing has some of the best. Man, that when the stomach opens up and eats the guy's arms and he pulls his arms off. Oh my God. And the ending is like so like controversial. Who was it? Who isn't it? Right. And then Kurt Russell, man, Kurt Russell. He's one of my all-time faves. Every time he's in something, he's in some of my favorite movies. So he was in that, and then Tombstone, and Grateful Eight, and then Bone Tomahawk. I just watched that. All right. Number 2, The Omen, the 1970s Omen. Gregory Peck, the Devil Kid. Great movie. Terrifying. Some of the kills are just like the guy who gets his head, and this is all spoilers, so fuck you. Sorry. When the reporter. So what was so great in that movie was like remember how the pictures were sort of like predicting their deaths, and like the priest had the pole go through them, and then the photographer got decapitated by that glass. Oh my God, when that head spun in slow-mo. And then when they dig up the body, he's trying to find his son, and there's like that old jackal. God damn, they don't make movies like that anymore, man. Alan, you got a good list here. Hocus Pocus, Nightmare Before Christmas. We just put that soundtrack on when we were carving pumpkins. Beetlejuice, Halloween, Scream, Coraline, Practical Magic, Ghostbusters, Casper. Great. What?
Ernest Scared Stupid.
You know what? I've never seen any. I never got into the Ernest movies. I feel like that would be my humor, but I just never watched any of those. Like he did what did he do? Is there Ernest Steals Christmas or something? I don't know.
Yes.
I would give them. Did you ever see those?
Oh yeah.
You saw the Ernest movies?
Sure, of course. Like,
isn't there like an Ernest Goes to Camp or some shit?
Ernest goes to camp. Ernest goes to jail.
He goes to jail?
Ernest goes to school. Goes to Africa.
Stop it! Not Ernest goes. Wait. Ernest Goes to School is a movie.
Yes.
It's him too?
I'm right here. I'm reading it off. Yeah.
All right. So he goes to jail. He goes to school. What was the first one? What was the first place he went to and it worked?
All right. 1987, Ernest Goes to Camp.
Camp is the first one.
Oh, wait, no. 86. The Ernest Film Festival. That's weird.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Okay. Oh, wait, 83.
80.
What? Hey, Vern, It's My Family album?
It's an album. What's the first movie that he put out? What's the first Ernest Goes to? So it doesn't have to be his first movie. I know that actor's name too. Give me the initial of his name. Give me initial. First initial.
Hold on. It was 87. Ernest Goes to Camp was the first one.
What's the actor's?
You know the actor's name?
What's this? Just his first initial. All right.
Hold on.
I'll go back to my list here while she's finding that out. I want to say like, it's not Gene. It's oh man, I know what it is, but don't say it. Nobody tell me.
What do you want? First initial?
First initial of his real name, the actor's name.
J.
What's the last name? Initial.
V.
Yeah, something Vern. It's not Jules Verne.
It's not something Vern.
Vernon?
Mm-mm.
It's
the wrong. You have the wrong vowel.
It's not Vern. It's not Vol. Huh?
It's not
Ah.
Good.
Va.
No A.
Va.
E-A.
Ve. I don't know. I guess Vern.
Jim.
Jim
Varney.
Varney.
You didn't get it from that. You didn't know. Jim Varney.
Ernest Goes to Africa?
Oh, yeah.
Ernest Goes to the Army? We might need to just kind of like burn through those. That sounds fun as hell. How campy is that? All right. So I've told you guys The Thing, The Omen, The Shining is on there. That's an every year. And that's one you can go down a rabbit hole. If you love The Shining, you need to watch the documentary Room 237.
You got it.
Yeah, Vern. Yeah. I thought I said Vern. Varney, Jim Varney.
It's not Vern.
All right.
Jim Varney.
Well, anyways, go down that rabbit hole about whether or not Kubrick is part of the moon landing thing. All right, we're not gonna get into that because I'm gonna get my channel flagged for misinformation. But there's really interesting shit about that, and I listened to the book. The book is really good. The Shining book is great too. So that's on the list. The Exorcist is on my list. And that's one too. I think I mentioned it before where I feel like the book is better than the movie, but the movie is great. I just watched that with Violet, my daughter. And yeah, she was really into that too. All right. Then some runners up here. Hellraiser. If you love like the 80s weird practical effects, man, Hellraiser is freaky as hell, man. Some of the weirdest. I would put that in line. Hellraiser, I think it's called Scanners, and then The Fly are like the gross 80s practical effects movies. Like the ones where you're just like, oh, like when things happen, you will do at least 2 or 3 times. Whether it doesn't matter that it's a can of tomato soup. It's gross. The Fly is gross. But one of my favorite movies. I love it. Gina Davis is great. Goldblum is great. It goes right into it, right? There's just no bullshit. It opens up with him taking her to the apartment, shows her the machine, and then it just goes on from there. So that's a great one too. And then I will say the first scary movie I saw in the theater, right? This is for some OGs in the house, is and we're at 40 likes. That's great. Is the Blair Witch Project. Who here went and saw that in the theater? And if you remember, now again, you have to be 40 and plus to appreciate this. But this was like one of the first, if not, I think it is the first found footage movie ever. Right? I think that's true.
I agree. Yeah.
The other thing that they did was they hired no-name actors, and then they hid the actors for like 6 months to make everyone feel like this was real. They purposefully hid the actors and released this found footage. So when you went to the movie theater, you had never seen anything like this before. And that scared the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I went on a date. That was a date movie. And afterwards, I just took her home. I was like, you need to go home. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that was real or not, but I don't want to feel you up. I was not interested in sex because of the Blair Witch. Man, I'm telling you, that scene at the end where Mike is facing against the wall and you just hear Heather screaming, or you hear Mike downstairs screaming, or no, you hear Heather screaming, Mike, at the end. Oh my God, when they go into that house, fuck me, that was scary. That was so scary. I was gripping the seat, and then it just ends, and it has like that sound. There's no music, there's nothing. And everybody was shocked, and that was a packed movie theater. People were just like, what the fuck did we just watch? Did I just see people get killed? Did I literally just watch people get murdered? It was a phenomenon back in the 1999. That was a phenomenon. And I think it was like some of the first like viral things where you like went home and you had to dial up on the internet to find out, was that real? Was that real? I had to email everybody in my Juno account. Was that real? You know, that was some wild shit. All right, if we're going slashers, I think the best slashers in like 70s, 80s so if we're let's just go for the OGs, right? So you got Halloween, you got Friday the 13th, and you got Nightmare on Elm Street. Out of those 3, right? Halloween number one. Friday the 13th, not the first one. The first one is so weird. It's very slow. And also, it's not Jason. So I'm spoiling that. It's his mom, right? Which was really interesting idea. And then for the sequels, because it did so well, they were like, well, the mom died. What are we gonna do? I'm like, well, just bring Jason. Well, Jason died. That was the whole point. He died. He drowned in the river. Although, did he? Because remember at the end, he like comes out, that terrifying shot where he like comes out of the water. You were not expecting that shit. That was great. So then they bring back Jason, and then he doesn't wear the hockey mask, I think, until 3 or 4. In 2, he just has like a sack over his head with like one eye open. So out of those ones, I prefer 2, 3, and 4 are great. The ones where Corey Feldman's in it is great. Then it gets a little off course when he like goes to New York or some shit. It only worked like when they were at the Camp Crystal, or I guess when he terrorized the neighborhood. That still didn't make any sense. Remember there was one where what's his name? George McFly was in it. I know that actor's name, and I can't think of it right now. It's all right, but you know what I'm talking about. Halloween 1, I think, is great. Jason is just so menacing. Not Jason. Mike Myers is so menacing. Just standing there. And the music is great. And I'm telling you, Donald Pleasance, he's the bald guy in it, goes all in his performance. Anytime Pleasance is in a movie, he's such a B actor, but he always goes all in. He takes it so serious, and he does. He's like half the movie, he's standing by a bush waiting for Mike Myers to show up at some house. And all of a sudden, he's like there for an hour, and then he looks over and he sees Mike's car, and he's like, oh, wait, he's over at that house. And then he goes over and tries to shoot him. Right. When Jason goes to space, I mean, honestly, it just gets a little crazy, right? How did he get into space? And he died like 50 times. Every time they kill him. And what was the one that I think it was 4 or 5 where he just got resurrected by lightning or something. It just struck his grave. Like lightning just hit his grave and he just like comes out. I think they're like, we don't give a fuck. They should just be like, the opening credits should just say, we know he died in the last one, but we're making this one, so he's just alive. Why not? Why not just do that? The Nightmare on Elm Street ones, the Freddy Krueger ones, the first one for sure is great. Really freaky. The girl's great. Johnny Depp's in it. Krueger is terrifying. The practical effects are amazing. And then after that, I just think it gets a little old. He gets kind of campy too and kind of weird. But I think like his backstory is the weirdest to me. Isn't he some like pedo? Do you know what I mean? Like he's like some kid stealer or something. And I felt like, oh, that went a little weird. Got a little weird on me. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow. That's a great one too. That should be an every year one. All right, couple more here and we'll move on. New ones, I would say Smile is a great new one. The Conjuring is great. I even like a lot of those, like The Conjuring 1, 2, and 3 are great. Some of the Annabelle ones are cool. And then what other? Oh, The Nun is part of that. So like that little multiverse, not a multiverse, but universe is pretty good. And this year, I saw Long Legs in the movie theater, and that movie was great. If you guys like Seven, you'll love Long Legs. Nicolas Cage is pretty fucking terrifying in that movie, especially at the end. I'm not going to spoil that because I'm guessing a lot of you guys probably haven't seen that. That movie was great. And then just the other night, I watched Oddity, and that was great too. That was a slow burn, but some really good scares in that, and that was great too. Thrillers, I would go Silence of the Lambs and Seven. And then, oh yeah, Midsommar was good. I saw that. I also saw Hereditary. Jesus, that movie. That was a one and done for me. I watched it and like, I don't think I could go through that again. Like that little kid like clucking like through the movie, and like the ending was really crazy. That's not Midsommar. That's the Hereditary. Movies that aren't supposed to be scary but fucked with me. All right, that's the next category. Hostel. Do you guys remember like early 2000s, like those torture porn movies that came out? Just like watching people just get tortured. It was just fucked. Oh, that. And what's the other one? The Green something. Eli Roth made it. The Green. It was when the kids went on an airplane to protest against trees getting cut down.
The Green Inferno.
The Green Inferno. Yeah. And then they get captured by cannibals and then they just start like eating them. Oh my god, that movie's fucked up. So I include that. Train Spotting. There's a lot of images in that movie that haunt you. And one of them was Ewan McGregor crawling into that disgusting toilet. And the other one is, I think you guys know if you've seen that movie, it's when he's trying to get clean and he envisions that baby crawling on the ceiling and then the head turns around. You've never seen this.
What was this?
It's called Train Spotting.
Oh.
And I'm telling you, that scene is fucking crazy. He's going through withdrawal and the baby dies because the mom is on drugs. The whole movie's about drugs. The mom dies because she doesn't take care of the baby, and then he has this nightmare as he's going through withdrawal of the baby crawling on the ceiling, and then its little head like spins around and looks at him. I'm telling you, it's fucked up, man. That movie's crazy. Requiem for a Dream is another one that will stay with you and haunt you. Those drug movies, like I have a hard time sitting through those. So that's another one. Funny Games. If you ever saw that one is kind of a haunting one where it takes horror movies and turns it on its head. Like the bad guys, it's one of those ones where the bad guys win. It has like the characters like doing all the cliches they do in horror movies, and then the bad guys like undo it. Or at one point, they do something really like they do a good thing, like, oh, they're gonna get out. And then the bad guys go, whoa, we didn't see that coming. You're not allowed to do that. And they rewind the movie and they undo it so she can't do it. And then they die at the end. That movie was fucked. And then the number one movie that I will never, oh God, yeah, you're right. I did see this. I do not advise anybody to watch that movie. That movie is fucking crazy. And I would put this in that category, Antichrist. Willem Dafoe, Lars von Trier, whatever his name is. Oh, geez, that movie. You'll wanna go wash your eyes out. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't even talk about that one, but I watched that probably 5 years ago, and there's like 2 scenes in it that I cannot get out of my head. So that movie is crazy. Cabin in the Woods is fun. We watched. My daughter and I watched Army of Darkness the other night. The Bruce Campbell, evil. We watched Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. Fun as hell movies. Super fun. All right. I'll go hit up some of you guys' comments and then I'll do one more thing. I know, man, but it's just so wild. Texas Chainsaw is good. House of Wax, I never saw that one. Jeepers Creepers, yep. The Saw series, the first one, I remember I was in college when that came out, and man, the trailer was great for that. Yeah, dude, I remember Final Destination. When the airplane blew up at the beginning of the movie, the whole theater just went, what the fuck? It was crazy. Oh, and then when that girl got hit by the bus, that was crazy. Hills Have Eyes. You hate that movie.
Yeah.
You hate that movie. Yeah.
I don't think I'm unreasonable. I don't like seeing people suffer.
Yeah, that one's really creepy. That's another one where, they kind of lose. Dude, the twisted, I'm not going to ruin this if you've never seen it, but 7 has, I think, the best ending of any movie. It is, you'd never see it coming. I wish I could go back and experience it again. I still remember the first time I saw it. And, Morgan Freeman goes and gets the box. And then it's unveiled. And Brad Pitt's reaction to it. And Kevin Spacey. Do you know that Kevin Spacey's name isn't even in the opening credits? They hid him from the opening credits so they could save him for the movie. How great is that? Man, that was so good. I went back and watched it with Violet, and I felt like, Dale versus Tucker. Dale Tucker versus Evil. That's a fun one, too. Yes, Shaun of the Dead's in every year one, too. I love that combo of Simon Pegg and Nick Frost and Edgar Wright. That's that one, Hot Fuzz, and then the World's End. Those are great. And then if you like those movies, they have a TV show called Spaced that is great. Honorable mention, Usual Suspects. Yes. Okay, so if we're gonna go best twist endings, right? You got to go 7. Usual Suspects though, and Kevin Spacey's in both. 7 Usual Suspects, and then, should we go?
Are you doing all the Signs movies?
Well, or not the Signs, the original one.
Night Shyamalan?
Yeah, what was that first one with Bruce
Village?
No, the first one, Bruce Willis. What was the first one he did?
Oh, sure. No, I can't remember.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh man. Oh yeah, Jacob's Ladders. That one is what the sixth sense. That's the one.
Oh, there you go.
That has a big
Great
twist.
book.
All right, did I tell you guys? Did I tell them my sixth sense story? All right, I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell it to you.
Oh, sure.
Here's my sixth sense story.
How
So,
long was this segment supposed to go?
5 minutes.
Yeah, you're at 25.
Well, everyone's hanging. We're all engaging, and no one's leaving, so we're fine. Um, Yep, I find. Oh, the ring. Oh yeah, the ring's a good one too. That one was one that kind of fucked with you. I was, and what was crazy is watching that on VHS, right? So I think the VHS was it like that was a brilliant thing. That was even scarier. And then when you watched it, like the actual video, man, they did a really great job. I agree. Making 27. What's the first 28 days later? I think is there's a new one they're doing. I think they're calling it like 28 years later is coming out. I thought I saw that. What was I just saying though before that? I was gonna, I was gonna tell you my sixth sense story. This is so stupid. You guys know I grew up religious. Austin Powers 2 came out. I wasn't allowed to see it, right? Because it was Austin Powers. I wasn't allowed. And I'm in high school. Okay. So I went anyways. I went with my friends and we went and watched it. And it was hysterical. You know, Austin Powers 2 came out. It was a huge thing. So saw that. Well, then I went on vacation with my family and then they all wanted to go see a movie. So in order for me to go see Austin Powers, I said I went and saw The Sixth Sense. So I'm like, I'm going to go see The Sixth Sense. And I went and saw that. Oh, I went and saw Austin Powers. All right. So we're on vacation and everyone's like, we want to watch The Sixth Sense. And they're like, yeah, but Aaron's already seen it. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I could watch it again. So we're sitting there. Now I have to pretend that I'm not shocked at the end, which I fucking was. That movie shocked me. I was like, oh my God, he's dead the whole time. Oh yeah, I knew that. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. It was even more the second time around. That's some of the bullshit I had to do. Yeah, his new ones. He hasn't had a good one since what's the last good one he made? We liked The Village. I liked Signs, and then The Happening was such a bizarre movie. And The Lady in the Water I never saw, and I didn't see the one where they were on the beach. So I'd give it I guess I'd give him a shot, but he's kind of become a one-hit wonder. All right. What's the last thing I want to tell you guys before we go? Okay, I'll tell you. Look, it's a Halloween episode. Last thing, and then we're gonna go. Hit the like button. Let's get me to 50. Things that scare me as a DJ, right? Some of these are serious, some of these are not. But here we go. Scary things. Scary things. I had a graphic for it. What scares me as a DJ? I had AI. Oh, it's a scary looking DJ. All right, number one. You guys put these in the chat. Things that scare you, right? Your fears of being a DJ. Getting injured. Check. I've had that happen. Hurt my back, right? This one right here saved my butt. Getting injured, seriously injured. I think I saw somebody, like breaking a foot or something, or your knee or your arm or your hand, right? Having to work injured. I've worked sick, okay? That's no fun, having a fever. Working sick is no fun. You just want the night to be over, right? And you have to hide it. But an injury just scares me because if I break my foot, I have to have somebody drive, right? So now I'm in trouble. So I just don't want to get injured. Getting in an accident on the way there, right? I worry about that. That's why I have the dash cam on my car. Something happening to the fam, while I'm away on an event, or like my immediate family or whatever. Like that scares me. You're out there, and sometimes I wonder this sometimes. If something happened, would you tell me?
Oh, well, depends on the severity.
Yeah.
If it's severe enough that you need to come home,
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If a kid, you mean if you're at an event and then something happens to the kids?
Yeah.
If it's like I had to take Leo to
the hospital,
if he broke an arm, or obviously it's just a
injury,
I probably won't tell you until that night because you're worried.
Right.
You know how you are when any of our kids get hurt. So like you would not be able to concentrate.
I wouldn't. I couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not be able to do it.
So if it's something you don't have to come home for,
yeah,
I probably won't.
Okay.
Let you know.
Yeah, that's a fear of mine. Hairspray mentioned your equipment not working. Oh yeah, controller dying. I've dealt with that. Vehicle breaking down. I've never had that happen, which is why I lease. I don't buy my cars. I lease. Every 3 years, I get a brand new one. And the number one reason is so that I don't have to deal with any of that. I don't want a car breaking. I don't want it not working. What's up?
Drew, this is you right here.
Oh yeah, got to shit like immediately, bro. Okay. I'm a home base bottom man. All right. We've been out with the family. I've been out on dates, and I'll look at her and be like, "We're going home." She's like, "Why?" Early on, she didn't know why, but now she knows. When I look at her and go like, "It's over. We gotta go home." I can't do it, man. I'll hold it in. I won't deal with that. Yeah, equipment not working. The worst thing is the laptop going out, so now I got a backup laptop. You have backup stuff, but the thing is, like, this, like, it just throws you off your groove a little bit because now you're second guessing everything. Like when one thing fails, now you're like, I have no confidence in anything. It's all gonna break. So that frightens me too. It frightens me. I guess when you go through them, they help you. I'll pull that off. When you've gone through them, it helps you understand, like, it's okay. Like when I forgot my laptop and Amy brought it out, it's all right. You know what I mean? Like when the Rev 5 died in the middle of a song, just died. All right. It's okay. I have things. I've never had to pull the plug on an event because something isn't working. You always have some kind of way to keep the show going, even if it's not ideal. When I was at that daddy-daughter dance an hour away and the Prime Go was just hissing through my speakers. I have no idea why. I had to switch over to the DJ to go and just DJ. I learned how to DJ on that controller the whole night. Mic dropouts, ceremony. All right, those are my fears. Even though I have not had that happen in a couple years, it's still every time a ceremony, I'm like, please just let this be over so it's done. I just want that goddamn ceremony done. Right? Mic dropouts. And I know you could solve that. Just run a cord, just attach a mic, and you got no problems. Yeah, but that's not ideal. So showing up at the wrong venue. That's never happened, but sometimes when I've never been someplace and you're just on Apple Maps and you're like, oh, and you're in the middle of nowhere, and I've been there. If you guys live out in this area, like you're driving through nothing. And you're like, I hope this is here. And sometimes, I've walked in and I'll look for signs like, okay, please have their name somewhere so I know I'm at the right spot. I have that fear sometimes. Yeah, someone's spilling a drink on my gear, man, because okay, so a guest doing something that would infuriate me would be that. I told you that story a couple weeks ago where that lady threw her foam stick at me. I was ready to pack it up and go home. Anybody like hits me or like, have you guys ever been hit? Or why is it saying dead? Oh, are you saying that I'm dead air, or are you just saying dead air is a fear? I think they're saying dead air is a fear.
You're not dead air.
Oh,
from what I can see.
Yeah, dead air is a fear of mine. Yeah, like something going out, but or yeah, a mic cutting out during a speech or anything like that, like any sort of equipment stuff. You just got to hope that if any of that stuff happens, you just give them the best dance of their life and they'll forgive you of all those things because it happens. Electronics are electronics. If you're doing your due diligence and it's not your fault, and you're like, if I had done this, that wouldn't have happened. And I've had those situations where like, man, if I just did this, that never would have happened. Then that's on you. But a lot of times you can win them back over. You can get forgiveness as long as you crush that dance floor. The wrong song played during a special moment. I guess I had one guy ever really like look at me like, I think this guy's gonna hit me. And it was like towards the end of the night, I just played their last song and the brother was drunk as hell and he wanted me to play some random ass Drake song. And I was like, hey bro, I'm sorry. That was it. That was our last song. It's exactly how they want. And he was looking at me like, if you don't play that fucking song. I'd have like the dad come over and grab him away from me. But I was like, damn, this guy is mad. This guy's mad. Being late. Yeah. I I've never been late. I've cut it close once or twice. Not getting there, but running out of time of doing something. But that was early on. I'm actually so I was for sure like 2 hours before an event. Now I've trimmed that down to 90 or 70. I'm arriving about 70 minutes to venues that I'm very, very familiar with. Like there's a venue in town, I'm there almost every weekend. And because that's the case, then I get there an hour beforehand and I'm good to go. There's no problems there. So can you play a recorded set with the deck saver on? You mean like if you have to go to the bathroom? Throw your deck saver on and then just play a long song? I have a 3-song mix I have in case I need to like step out of the room. But then remember I showed you guys, I swiped my screen over to my notes app that says, don't touch my shit. And that's what the whole computer screen says. So when I have to leave when I have to leave for something, if Mike's not with me, then I would do that. I wrote another DJ at the wedding. And I'm not afraid of that, but I'd say that'd be more like annoying to me, especially if this is one that's like, all over it, like, hey man, I don't mind a DJ coming up like, hey, I do this too, bro. Like, all right, high five him, whatever. But I know that you guys I've heard stories of other DJs that are, kind of getting in the way or like, hey man, how about you play this? I had a guest come up to me a couple weeks ago and is this the most passive aggressive thing ever said to me? He goes, by the way, good dance floor, right? Everyone's having fun. Bride's out there. Good dance floor. He comes up to me and goes, hey, what are the best songs that you play at a wedding? The ones I'm currently playing. These. He's like, all right, okay. And he walked away like, what the fuck kind of a thing is that? What are the best songs? What's the best? It's like going up to a comedian, who you're trying to have, hey, tell me your funniest joke right now. Get the fuck out of here. What's your best songs you play at a wedding? Bro, let me cook. Leave me alone. I'm going to play that song. I'm trying to take you on a journey. I am not a jukebox. I am not a Spotify list. Trust my instincts. Yes, I'm going to play Hot to Go. But can I find the right moment? Because it will have the most impact if I wait. Let me build up some anticipation. Do these people who want their song played right away, you know what? I bet they have no idea what foreplay is. Just slamming it in. Let me work to it, okay? Here's I think this is my number one fear. Getting jacked when I'm loading out of a venue, like at 1 a.m. Sometimes when I'm downtown in Minneapolis, and there's some crime going on down there now. A lot of carjackings, right? Man, I just get worried sometimes. I'm loading my $50,000 worth of equipment into my $50,000 car, and somebody just comes up to me like, "I'll take that." Fuck, that worries me. Anybody ever been robbed leaving the venue? If they have a security, and a lot of these venues do, sometimes I'll have them come down with me. I'm like, "Hey, will you come down with me and just hang until I like get everything in the car?" And most of the time they'll do that for me. But if I'm at some place where I'm just worried, like if I'm at a venue where it's like you got to get street parking, I hate these venues. You have to park on the street, and then you got to load it downstairs or get it down an elevator, and then you got to get out on the street, and there's a lot of bars, and people are running in and out, and it's 12:30, 1 a.m., and people are drunk and dumb and mean, and I'm like, I'm going to get murdered and killed. I get worried about that. Happening. A dead crowd. Yeah, there's nothing you could do about that, though. The thing that sucks about that is I'm just like, oh my God, how much? I got 2 more hours of this. Hopefully somebody comes out here and lets me off the hook. You just know you're in for a night. And I just turn the music down. I make my lights a little less blinky, and I'm background. I'll hit them with everything I got. They're the ones that leave negative reviews for DJs at clubs. You know what? He didn't play my song. That's what happened to me. My only 2 bad reviews. Guests. That's why I'm not worried about him. Tell him that you only brought the worst songs for this wedding. You know, I figured I'd just play songs you guys didn't like for 2 hours. You just come. Hey, what's the best songs you play at a wedding? Get the fuck out of here, guy. That pissed me off. I did not like that. I was just kind of like, what do you get? These. I literally said that. I was like, these. What? And then somebody came up to me right after. Some lady came up right after that. And I just kind of looked, I'm like, what? What the fuck do you want? I'm playing them, goddammit. She was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like, what? Sorry, what? That meme I posted just made me laugh. That Sam Jackson meme where it's him like looking all fresh. It's like the DJ after the first hour taking a request, like, hey, what request do you want? And then 4 hours in, and it was him from like Black Snake Moan or whatever. He goes, what motherfucker? That was so relatable. Oh my God. You know what? I've never had one. I guess I lucked out. I know they're out there. I've never had a bridezilla. And for those of you that had, this would be a great topic. Maybe I'll do this another time because I gotta go. I don't want to do this anymore. Mostly because I'm hot in my costume. I'm just done. But can you spot a bridezilla in the Zoom call? There's got to be some tells. You know what? I'll tell you this. Do you guys ever have your couples argue with each other on the Zoom call? I've had this. Where he'll be like way out of line. You know? They'll be talking about something. They'll be like, well, Jenny, I told you that. I'm like, okay. Should we postpone this thing or, I've definitely seen the arguments. They've argued with each other on the Zoom. And look, a little bit of grace. There's a lot of stress trying to make this thing happen. I'm sure they're getting all these phone calls and all these emails and they're annoyed. Can you guys get me to 50 likes? Who's here? 52 people. Let's get me to 50 likes. If you haven't already, hit the smash that like button, please. Look, it's a stressful thing, right? But I don't know, man. Sometimes I see people, the way they talk to each other, like, I don't think you guys should be together. So with a bridezilla, I think if I went on a Zoom call, here would be my red flags. If I was on a Zoom call and I saw a book, how to plan your wedding, that's a red flag. Getting like thousands of questions, right? Would that be a tell? Well, what do you wear? When do you eat dinner? When do you arrive? What are your shoes? Are you going to wear that mustache? I'm like, lady, that was a bet I did on YouTube. Oh, I got $100 for it. That would be a turnoff to me. What are the red flags? Throw those in the chat. I want to see some red flags. What are some bridezilla red flags? There we go. Thank you. We got the 50. Beautiful. We'll do this and then I'm out. I just want to see a couple of those pop in. Oh, on what, Mac? Her opinion on what? Be a little bit more specific. Oh, what's your girl's opinion on bridezillas?
What's my opinion?
On a bridezilla.
Should I come over there or should I be off camera?
You can come over. You can put your costume on though.
You want to see my costume?
Yeah.
It's the costume I had.
It goes with mine. There we go.
My costume didn't come, so.
And that's when they get you.
I know.
From the side.
Well, okay, what am I saying my opinion on? Bridezillas?
Yeah.
What are the red flags?
Just what would make a bridezilla? You weren't one. You're so laid back and chill. I don't even know how you could relate to this topic, but
I think a bridezilla
if they said they've been dreaming of this day forever, like if they come up with how they thought this day was going to be from the minute they were like 5 years old, they've been dreaming of this day. And so that means that anything that goes wrong, it ruins the dream that they've had for like 18, 20 years.
Okay. If they're wearing a tiara in the Zoom call, right? And this is what I'm taking even from like the Bridezillas show. They always think they're some kind of princess. If I'm getting a princess vibe, if I'm getting I'm a princess.
I think if they're loud.
Just loud?
I mean, honestly, if they're loud right away when they come in and start barking orders.
Yeah. Hey! Jake! Get your ass in here! Jesus.
Or if they interrupt you during your Zoom call all the time.
Okay.
If they're going to interrupt you during the Zoom call, that means that they think they know more than you.
Oh, this happened to me once where we're going through music. I like to ask him, what's your style, right? For me, that helps me know, am I your DJ? Because I don't want to get trapped in these weddings where I'm unprepared or I don't know what you guys like, you know? And when I'm rattling off, they'll say like, well, I like this. I'm like, oh, so how about this, this, and this? I'm like, no. All right. Well, what about this and this? No. Okay. Like, all right. What are they saying here? I had a bride insist that there was going to be no tent, no matter what.
Then you insist.
I want people sitting outside. God damn it. I don't want shade and coverings.
Had a bride look at what Matthew said.
Where?
Hit their dog while screaming at it.
Oh my God.
And he was unavailable. Good call, Matthew.
Yeah.
You were going to be the dog.
Oh, like on the Zoom call, they hit their dog?
I think
man.
so.
Dude. Or like, I've had people yell at their kids.
Uh-huh.
I've seen some like, hey, shut your ass up. Like, whoa. Shut the fuck up. Oh.
You're next.
Oh boy. I know, but hey, listen, I'm handsome. Let's see, the mega list. Oh yeah, this is how would you get this beforehand though? I don't know how you get a hold of that beforehand. Yeah, bro.
100 plus of do not play songs.
Yeah.
Who has that much of a big opinion about songs?
See, that's a problem. I feel like I feel like that person would mention that in the call. Like, just so you know, we have a really long list of songs that we don't want you to play. And I'd be like, all right, well, give me an example. And I would hear and I would see it, you know, like those things. And all I would think in my head is, I can't talk you out of this. This is what you want. But I'm not your DJ. And the reason is, and I made this comment, the thing that frustrates me the most about that long ass do not playlist is it takes my skill of the ability to read a room and find the right song for that moment. Because then I'll be like, oh, this song's gonna work. And then I'm like, oh, that's on the do not playlist. Oh, this one worked. Oh, great. They'd be into, oh, I can't play that, right? So now you almost have to put a list together of the only songs I can play from. And what you're doing is you're taking a skill out of your toolbox, you know? And I just have to say, like, to that bride, like, who hurt you? Why are you like that? What different, do you want your guests to have fun or not? So what? It's a fucking song. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Sorry, I'm distracted by what Alan just said.
Oh, when, just now?
Yeah, look at
up?
Right here, down here.
Wait. One of the most infamous, let's go back. One of the most infamous Bridezilla stories involves a bride who demanded that all her bridesmaids change their, what?
Okay, and then he goes on that they have to wear contacts to keep a cohesive look.
Oh my God.
Bridezilla.
Oh my God.
I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised because of just the way that they envision this to look. I want to know how hot she is because she better be amazing.
Doubt it.
Hot.
Doubt it.
I also doubt it.
The only reason why she's doing that is to bring everybody back down to her level. That's the only thing I can think of.
Anyone with naturally blue eyes wear brown contacts?
Did you ever see somebody with blue eyes that shouldn't have blue eyes? They look like an alien. Like if I had blue eyes, it wouldn't work.
That's not true. There's some really hot people who have.
I know that, but I think like sometimes blue eyes just don't work on people.
Well, that's true.
Just-
Sometimes
you're
they're
just
a little
too blue.
Much. They're too much.
Too blue.
What's the other one? Somebody said they bought a projector the day of because the bride insisted. Now, I will say, dude, you seem super nice.
Had a bride make me buy a projector the day of and end up not using it. Oh my god.
But I think he has to learn how to say the word no. Like if you don't have a projector, like no, you can't have it.
The day of. Yeah, if it's a
Right.
day of thing, something like that, I just, look, we're there to make the day happen for you, but obviously you didn't prepare for this. So I'm not running to Best Buy and buying you a projector. I'd say no to that.
Okay, I might go as a bridezilla for Halloween. That's what he said.
That's a fun idea. Like
I'm gonna
just wear the
boss
dress and
all
just
of you
like
guys around
go
all
like
day.
the black underneath. It's like just cry. How would you weasel out of the Zoom call when they assume that since you did the call, you're available? Yeah, what would I do? Yeah, because I'm on the Zoom call. I already said yes. So if they gave me red flags, hopefully they don't book you that day. And then I always tell people, I tell people I hold their date. No, here's what I would do. So this isn't known information. If I'm feeling like I don't want to work with these people, and that's happened, I say, hey, look, here's the plan. I'll reach out to you guys in a couple days to see if you're still interested, and hopefully, like, they don't book that night. And then I would just say, like, the next day, hey guys, unfortunately, I just want to let you know, your date is no longer available. Should you lie or should you just tell them, hey, after the Zoom call, I don't like you?
You got to be political about it. You say I don't think it's a good fit. Like
I've said that.
You've said that.
I have said that.
Yeah.
So when I first started, I went to a meeting. It was in person. This was before COVID, so I wasn't doing Zoom. I met them at a brewery and sat down, and she pulled out a book. And I was like, okay. And it was like, questions to ask your vendors or some shit. So I was like, all right. Now, this was like my first year or second year. So I didn't have a lot of reviews. I didn't have a lot of weddings under my belt. I was just getting going. And I told them that. And then this was one where she was like asking me questions. Like, I don't have an answer for that because I've done that. Or I don't have a lot of 5-star reviews. I'm sorry. I don't have those to show you. So she said, can I come with you to your next wedding and watch?
That's right.
And I was like, well, and I remember the groom kind of doing this. He kind of looked at me like, I'm sorry, bro. And, afterwards I went home and she insisted that this was, hey, I'd really love to show up. And I just kind of was like, you know what? I said to her, what I want at the end of these meetings is for you to feel confident that I can handle the job for you. Now, obviously that's not happening because you want to shadow me at somebody else's wedding.
Yeah. You need proof.
One, I can't do that. I can't ask another couple to let you hang out. And two, you're fucking crazy. So I basically said, I don't think we're a right fit because you don't have any confidence in me. And then she wrote back, oh, I didn't mean that at all, blah, 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 blah. And I just goes, I get all that, but it's thank you, but no thanks.
Uh-huh.
I let it go.
Mm-hmm.
I let it go. Because the thing is, if I had any kind of mistake, I feel like, man, they'd be all over my ass for that.
Mm-hmm.
I sent you a clip of this show and you should run it into a reel. I said, okay, I'll check it out, Alan. A Bossy Bridezilla. This is a good idea.
Which one?
The Bridezilla.
Yeah, I'm not crying the whole night though. I'm bossing.
Well, just give yourself like just go black.
Oh, I have to have like the mascara
black
running.
mascara.
Like I have been crying.
Yeah.
Is it like a wine glass? Do I carry that around?
You
and
should
just,
have a wine
tell
glass.
Everybody what to do?
No. It would be some cheap seltzer, right?
Oh, okay.
Remember that Shark Tank idea where they were putting the seltzers in the bouquets?
In the bouquet. Yeah, you could have a cup.
It's got to be some cheap seltzer with the koozie around it, with your local bar, right? Because I feel like Bridezillas are mostly in the cheaper end, and then the high, the $10,000, $50,000, $100,000 wedding. I've never done one like that. But I just anticipate that more mother-in-law
That's
a problem than the bride herself.
I was laughing at Drew's. Come watch and tell the group it's not too late, bro.
Let's do it for real.
You can get out.
I kind of was like, it isn't. I mean, you got a ring, but what's the return policy? Because she's fucking crazy, bro.
Huh?
Let's see. Wear the dino helmet.
with the wedding dress. I don't actually have a big wedding dress though. Like I
No.
kind of wish I did just for like costumes sort of thing, but I don't
It's
have
gonna
a
be
big
too
one.
cold. Right now it's
yeah.
57 now, but it's gonna be rainy and cold tomorrow.
Minnesota.
That's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. What did we learn?
Do you want me to help with this?
Well, what did you learn today? You watched the show. What did you learn?
Aaron likes to go on tangents about
Oh,
movies
that's not
he
it.
watches.
That's not
so
it.
we should
Oh.
probably have a YouTube channel about movies.
Okay. Would anybody be interested in that? I would never flip the switch on this channel, but should I open up another YouTube? I don't have time. I don't have fucking time. I barely have enough time to do this. I literally throw this thing together now. I did some ideas. Anyways. Thank you, Steve. It was fun. It was fun. I did have fun doing this. I do love doing this show. This is a lot of fun. What did we learn? I'll have to go back and look what I talked about. New members. Getting bad reviews. Listen to the fucking song before you play. All right. The Flex 2. All right. Halloween crates and bullshit. We didn't learn anything. Fuck. Spoiler. Pioneer did reach back out to me, and we're taking care of the Rev 5. All right, you guys can leave me alone.